Hi everybody, this is Andy from Skills for New Media, bringing the latest reviews, tutorials and creative experience online. And today I'm going to be teaching you some new Excel skills. So make sure you like the video, share the content and subscribe to our channel. Let's give this a go. Well, hi there and welcome back to Skills for New Media, and today we're going to be working on VBA User Forms and working more on the drop down menu within VBA User Forms. So first of all, we're going to start off with our usual blank spreadsheet. So we're going to start off with nothing at all on the page, and what we're going to do is get a person's name and then find out which town they're in and what their county is in. So first of all, make sure that we have the developer tab on the top here. If you don't already have that up on your Excel, go to your file menu, select options, customize ribbon, and make sure developer tab is being selected. We're going to save this onto our desktop. So I'm going to go save as, and we're going to make sure that it's a macro enabled workbook. I'm just going to save that as user form VBA drop down, because we're going to be working on drop down function within a user form, and then click save. Okay, so from here we're going to put the name, person's age, and also which town they're in, and also their county. Just do a little bit of formatting with that. Just keep it nice and basic. I'm just going to keep it grey. I'm just going to change everything here to Arial. But if you have time, obviously you guys can do whatever you fancy with that. So very, very simple, like so. Okay, and also we're going to create a button over here that's actually going to bring up the user form. So go insert, shapes, selecting the round borders, and I'm going to type on here, user form. Again, you could label this whatever you fancy. Selecting home, center. Again, you can choose whatever type of font you fancy on that user form button, and then again you could just do some basic formatting. So I'm just going to do a fill, let's keep it basic, line color, I'm just going to change that to white, and a little bit of a drop shadow, and we're just going to place that over towards the right here. So let's start the fun stuff and start creating a user form. So to do that, we need to go into Visual Basic or VBA editor. So I click on Developer tab, click on Visual Basic. Now I'm just going to close down a previous form so we don't get confused. Okay, so from there, again, we click on Developer, VBA. As you can see here, you can see the sheets and also the workbook. Now I'm going to go Insert, Module, and also Insert User Form. So within this here, we have User Form 1, so that's the asset name. As you can see, it says User Form 1 up here. To change the text inside the user form, I'm just going to go to over towards the left hand side here, click on Caption, and put on here contacts. So that's just going to be the name of your form, and within the form here we need 3 buttons down the bottom here. There's going to be a clear, a cancel, and a submit. So I click on this button here, which is the command button. I select and drag, and then from there I'm just going to create another 2. So I select it, Control C together to copy and paste. Do the same thing again. So now we've got 3 assets that they say command button 1, command button 1. But the actual name of the assets is actually command button 1, command button 2, command button 3. So let's just change those. So we're going to go to the caption button, which is going to be, let's name the first one cancel, second one clear, and the last one, which will be submit. Okay, brilliant stuff. So to start off with, we're going to have 2 text box with the name, and then we're going to have 2 drop downs. Okay, so from here, I click on the label, place it on the page. Oh, that didn't really work. Do that again. Just drag that across. So I hold the left button down, drag, and you can see label 2. So I'm going to rename that as name. For time, I'm going to select the box and then copy, paste. Just drag that down there for time being. Go to the caption. So at the moment that asset's called label box 3, age. And then from there we have this is where we're going to create the label for the drop down. So I'm just going to select that one again. So Control C to copy, paste, and then we're going to label that as town. It's going to be a drop down, first drop down. Second one, which is going to be, so copy, paste, and last one there is going to be county. Again, this will be another drop down. So let's start off. We're going to put a field up top here, so you can see you've got label, text box. So I select the text box, I come up to the top here, drag that across, and as you can see that's been inserted in there. So I'm going to make that about 28. So if you go towards the left hand side here, it's got the various different properties. So I'm looking for the property that says height. It says at the moment it's 30. I'm just going to change that to 28. Now what I'm going to do to make sure that the text is centered when we entered it, I'm going to copy this text box again. But this time what I need to do is make it invisible. So I go up to the properties and I'm going to click on the back style as transparent, and then also special effect, I don't want sunken, I want 0. So at the moment you can see that's invisible. I'm going to place that slightly underneath the original text box that I've made. I'm just going to make it a little bit smaller because sometimes you need to make some micro adjustments and you need to select both boxes. So I'm going to look at that first one, go over to the tools and see where the height is. So as I can see there, so from the top it's 6, so I'm going to make the second one around about 12. As you can see that's about 12, so it should be about right. I'm just making sure that that's around about, that's 28 high as well. So that should look perfect, hopefully. Okay, so for the age I'm going to use pretty much the same thing. So instead of drawing those boxes again, I'm going to select both boxes, the invisible one and the one behind, press Control C together, and then Control V to paste. I place that underneath, and I'm just going to drag that in like so. Okay, so I think that is the end of the first video. So I hope you learned something new. So the next part of the video will be going through the drop downs, and then part 3 will be entering the coding or the VBA coding to place the data into your spreadsheet. So thank you very much for watching. Make sure you like the video and subscribe to the content, and I shall catch you on the next one. See you later.